Jordyn Wieber, Olympic gold medalist and a member of the famous Fierce Five team from the London 2012 Summer Games. We all remember, Jordyn, your incredible performance. I watched it again today. You are just a strong, powerful athlete and woman. And you say that all that training and everything you did was not as hard as what you have had to do in the past months with this. Explain that to us.
Thank you for saying that, first of all. I mean, going through something like training for the Olympics, I truly thought that would have been one of the most intense, one of the most difficult things I would ever have to deal with and go through. But honestly, processing the sexual abuse that many athletes have been through and what I personally have been through over the past few months, and understanding how all of these organizations, Michigan State, USOC, USA Gymnastics, all failed us. It's really hard to process, and this has been even more difficult. But you know, being an advocate and fighting for these changes now here in Washington D.C., it's put meaning to everything.
It's wonderful, and I've spoken to some of your colleagues and other members of the Fierce Five who feel that way, and I think you guys have done such a great job of all sticking together and supporting each other, because I know you went through all this together. In terms of culpability, you know, these other institutions that you point out, Michigan, the USOC, the Karolyi Ranch, do you believe that all of these people understood that there were complaints and knew what was going on?
I truly believe that there were a lot of things pushed under the rug. There was a lot of different types of abuse going on, not only at the Karolyi Ranch, but in many different gymnastics clubs across the country. I mean, you see not only sexual abuse, but psychological abuse, you know, verbal abuse. All of these things were going on, and I think the Karolyis were sort of the first people that brought that to the United States, and kind of made this the culture and the environment of gymnastics.
Yeah, they were Romanian coaches, correct? From Romania.
Yes.
And then they were brought here, and everyone thought, oh, this is so fantastic, because now we're going to have these amazing gold medal winners because they're so tough and strong. And, you know, you say that they starved gymnasts to the point where they delayed their puberty?
I mean, when you would go to the Karolyi Ranch, you wouldn't get very much food, and quite honestly, there's a lot of pressure coming from not only the national team staff, but all of our coaches to be as small as we possibly could. And so that was a lot of pressure that we were dealing with, and so we would restrict our calorie intake, and then we had somebody like Larry Nassar come in who would offer us snacks. And that was all part of his grooming process, which I now know all about.
What a perfect cocktail that was. And he was the only male who was allowed to enter the girls' gymnast dorm anytime he wanted, right? Any time of night.
Right. And if there was an emergency at the ranch, Larry was the one that we called. We didn't know who else to call.
I am curious about the Karolyis, you know, and I know Greg Abbott, the governor in Texas, is investigating them now. Do you believe that they are guilty of anything criminal in any of this?
You know, I can't say exactly. I think that there needs to be an investigation done. I think, first of all, this is a classic case of, you know, powerful people protecting powerful people. In this case, the Karolyis and USA Gymnastics and also USOC. It's all of these people for so many years putting reputation and money and medals over the protection of athletes. I think it's time that we take a serious look at that, and maybe it starts with the decertification of USA Gymnastics, but I think there also needs to be a criminal investigation done of all of these organizations and these people to figure out how this possibly could have happened.
Jordyn Wieber, your country's very proud of you for a lot of reasons. Your amazing performance, your gold medal, and also your courage in standing up for yourself and for your fellow athletes. So, Jordyn, thank you very much. Good to see you tonight. Keep strong.
Thank you.
You bet.